Hello then, welcome back to Crusader Kings. It's actually been a while due to the fact that I had a lot of things going on, and also basically just laziness to some degree. But I'm back. The first thing that happens is actually Catholic rebels. I forgot to start recording, but that doesn't really matter. Last time we completed our, we completed the how should I say it? We completed more or less the conquest of our area here, but or island, but other than that, not really much happened. We also have to deal with this Catholic, uprising, which is of course an issue, but we'll deal with that as time goes by. And with that, we will actually, go ahead here and raise our, armies for dealing with these rebels. And the reason for that is actually really simple. I want this army to recover, and it's just 81 soldiers a month. So I don't want it to suffer any losses to dealing with these Catholic rebels. It's basically just that. That is the extent of what I want to do here. Luckily enough there I got two twins into my family, which is wonderful. Scotland is currently at war with Chief Urgus of Keith, so we're probably going to go ahead and declare war on Scotland after we've dealt with these rebels. And I'm probably just going to take this province right here, because again, getting the map to look a little bit prettier is a concern of mine, and it's something that we will be aiming at doing. Second of all, I'm still currently fabricating claims in Asturias, trying to get a province in the area, because again, we do want to get into the mainland, if you will, and that seems to be a very good way of doing that. So we'll just have to wait and see how this actually plays out. We get some free points there too, very good. And I'll just hide these guys in Ulster. It'll most likely turn into my enemies having getting negative modifiers if they attack, so that's wonderful. In this case, I think we'll increase or fix the castle infrastructure. Just upgrade this. I can get better stuff, if you will. Probably improve the keeps. It's something I should have gone for, but my bad there. We'll also, of course, save up for military organization. We do want a bigger retinue. That is definitely a goal of ours. But we are going to declare war on this guy. The county is the county of Westmoreland, I think so. Yep, conquest of Westmoreland. We'll do just that. We do have a truce with everyone else though, so can't really do anything on that scene, if you will. And I think we're actually just going to have the rest here stand down, because there's no real need for using them. I should be perfectly fine just relying on the troops I have here. Unfortunately, these guys didn't actually manage to escape. They were captured by the enemy here, which is a little bit surprising, all things considered. But shit happens, I guess. And yeah, we are just going to go straight after the army of Scotland, and hopefully, I can get the victory here done rather easily. Again, I do want this army to recover to full strength before I start using it again, so that's why I rely on Levi's for this war. This looks like sexual preferences. How should I use this used information? Well, we'll keep him out of factions, because that's kind of useful, I think. And I think that will be helpful. He discouraged from factionalism, as you can see, -10. So again, people don't like to be told what to do, I guess, is the better term there. So of course it's easily understandable, but we'll destroy this army, or at least try to destroy this army, and once we've dealt with that, we're going to march on Westmoreland, and hopefully I won't get too much of a mallet from having the Levi armies raised too long. So we're probably going to just go straight there, siege it, and I think that should be enough to get a good peace deal here. You actually have a peasant revolt in Durham. That's interesting, but other than that, I think we should be fine. And what the hell, Catholics, rebels? This army is almost back at full strength, so it can start the siege while we deal with the Catholic. But again, this is kind of why I need to keep a, how should I put this? I need to just keep a peaceful relation as of now, or basically just deal with these guys, so I can actually get rid of the Catholic religion in the area, basically convert the lands. Because if I do not manage to convert the lands, then things are going to get pretty horrible pretty fast. But I'm also kind of amazed here at the rate that people, or these guys, decide to rise up in revolts here. It's kind of surprising, and it's kind of annoying. But again, it's just down to the number of Catholic provinces that I currently have in my realm, if you will. So with that in mind, I definitely need to fix that problem sooner rather than later. So that's why we're going to just slow down a little bit in terms of conquest and start handing a province to a single fellow, just so I can actually... Speaking of Catholic rebels, have you heard the news? So that's 3 Catholic rebels in the span of, well, 1 war, basically. And again, it's just so many that it's just amazing. But again here, if you do the same revolt over and over, in theory, you would assume that even peasants or rebels, to get a little bit of realism, would just say, screw it, we're not going to try anymore. But again, can't really go there, if you will. Might be just that they got pissed that I executed their leaders, if you will. The Zoroastrian faith triumphant. The adherents of Manichaean faith have steadily dwindled to the point where Zoroastrian believers are in the majority. This new state of affairs has reduced the Manichaean faith to de facto heresy. All 4 Manichaean holy orders are now Zoroastrian. The bickering of fools does not concern me. Well, it doesn't, which is fairly alright. Now we'll enforce the demands here. And again here, we do have a lot of people that I can just hand it over to. And I'll just put it under a duke, because that's usually what we do here. As that kind of was pissy that I didn't have a title. There you go. And again here, the province here is actually a part of the Duchy of Lancaster, as you can see. So this duke here should have him under command. So we'll just transfer the vassalage, and as you can see here, he appeared at the top, and boom. There we go, problem solved. And for now, there isn't really much to do. Again, yeah, the fate that I chose here might actually backfire on me. I kind of want to have a fun little mess around with the Hellenic fate, but it's just so weak at converting province that is just it's just pitiful. I might actually have to try and focus on getting the getting into the area just to secure the area for future use. There's really nothing else to say, really. As you can see, there's no modifier to union. We can declare subjugation wars. We cannot declare holy wars. And as you can see, we are inferior at conversion, vulnerable to non-pagan missionaries. So it's going to be hard here to actually erase Christianity and potentially the Muslim world, because we just have so much difficulty in actually taking province to begin with. So I think we need to take the 5 holy seats, and I think we definitely need to focus on that, which means that I need to beat Rome, Byzantium, the Abbasids, and things are going to get really, really nasty on that trip, I'll be honest with that. And again, I might have to just focus on trying to get kingdoms and then convert them from inside, just finding the... basically get kingdom tiles through plotting, and then basically work from there. That actually seems to be the only real... Oh my. Do you want to get imprisoned here, Mr. Petronius? Well, the funny thing is I could actually imprison him without any problems here, and if he raises up I can just strip him of his title, give it to one of my family members. Don't want to though. No, I think it'll be fine. But again, I should probably just have gone for a potentially a Christian heresy Roman Empire. But yeah, things didn't really pan out here, unfortunately. Who seeks to kill whom? Oh, you want to kill Romanus, hey? Do you want me to kick your ass? But yeah, apparently my people here have decided... Yeah, everyone just declared war on Durham here. And we have a Catholic rebels. Wonderful. Just as we converted a province. And again, I'm just going to focus on converting my provinces first, and hopefully then it will start spreading. But I've converted 2 of my provinces so far, in the span of, well, over 100 years, I think. I'm a little bit unsure. Let's see, Housebacks. First king of Housebacks, that's the funny part here. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I don't really know how I'm going to handle this, I said, so it depends. I'll put myself in charge of giving it upbringing. But yeah, if I can just create a Hellenic safe zone, if you will, in England, then I think things will be a lot better. For the time being, we'll just sit back and deal with Catholics. the 12th uprising of the Catholics, if you will. And apparently we're getting an arse kicked, so we'll retreat for now. I might actually lose my entire army here, thanks to the facts of the matter. But yeah, we will try to... yeah, that's not good. We'll try to, as you can see, we have returned to Durham, just to save ourselves, as you will. And I would really like it if these guys would actually bother to go kick their asses, because right now they're not really doing anything that is of importance, if you will. Gratian didn't have any nice traits, pity, but it's just how things are. The twins have come of age to get taught. Did one of them... okay, where were those two twins? There were two twins that I did not know of. Doesn't matter. Anyways, again here, not really the best thing ever, but I actually have to raise my armies, good old armies, to deal with this threat. And again, that's kind of an annoying thing, if I have to raise the entirety of my forces just to deal with one pitiful little Catholic revolt, or Catholic revolt. And it seems like these guys are actually going after the army in Lancaster. So let's just have these guys join up here in Chester instead. And again, yeah, these guys going where they decided to go is not the best thing ever. We'll just have those guys stand down. Of course, now my vassals decide to completely demolish these guys, but hey, that's fine. Lucius, my grandson here, become a theologic man, 16, could be really good. But again, yeah, I definitely need to, I think, increase the plot power increase a lot better. So again, rebels have been dealt with. Again, the only benefit here is that I get a ton of piety from this, and of course we get +1 moral authority for 10 years. And at this rate, I'm going to have more piety than I have prestige. I'm actually getting more piety than prestige right now, even though I'm cynical. So yeah, that's an interesting one. And since you are such an annoying person, we're going to execute you. Again, is there any interesting plots I can do? Revoke the County of Isle of Man, revoke the Chiefdom of Dublin, see my queen dead. That's probably actually a very good plot, to be perfectly honest. So, auto-invite plotters. Let's see how this plot goes. Well, you're done. Again, I could just go for becoming Catholic, potentially, but I don't think we want to do that. I think we want to just try and see how far I can get with this, and potentially I could create a very hilarious EU4, well, country, if you will. I think we'll just continue with legalism, potentially, or we could upgrade noble customs, just get a little bit of a opinion boost here, if you will. But I think we'll just focus on legalism for the time being, because then I can do a lot more things. I could also go tolerance, for instance. Majesty, piety, and prestige gain. Short reign years. That's the one we want. Short reign years. That's definitely the one we want. And we can use then a little bit of boost to noble customs. But yeah, this is my retinue. It's definitely getting its ass kicked. Apparently, I got rid of my mercs too. A classic, apparently. Can I just get more retinue troops? I can. So what do we want to add to this, to be perfectly honest? I think we'll just add a shock retinue. We just need some extra firepower more so than anything else. Again, not the best thing ever. Did not drink the wine. Poison was not the way to go, apparently. But again, I have a very tiny retinue, but it's very helpful. So we're trying the wine again. Let's see how it goes this time. Probably not going to go so well. This is bad. The plot is revealed. Yeah, I tried to kill you, but can't you just look the other way? Anyways, we'll just continue plotting. Just don't point that thing at me. We have a Viper. And Chancellor of England here is actually a quick man. But yeah, let's see how this actually works out. If the Viper does anything, well, success! The snake performed its duty with aplomb and pumped Queen Waislava full of its deadly venom. Good. Snake is gone. I can remarry, and I can also pick a ambition from that. I want to get married, get a little bit extra piety. I don't want to change focus. No, I don't want to change focus. I want to try and keep on staying alive here. Do we have anyone here that's actually very good stewardess? But I need. I'm looking for getting the positive traits into the family more so than anything else. Let's see, age, and then we'll go find the magic mark and see if we can find someone here who's actually, well, useful in terms of traits and also potential claims. Mercia, not really helpful. Doesn't actually seem like there is anyone here who actually has any useful traits. There's a strong woman here, but she's so crappy in her talents that it's just not worth it, I think. Even though my king is already fairly old. Genius, fairly good all stat-wise, 26 learning skill, that is actually perfect. She's a little bit old, but it works, I guess. There we go, I have been married. And how are we doing now? I can get myself a new diviner. So, how are we doing in terms of 5% chance the year is going to take 20 years of province, which is a pain in the ass, but hey, we're getting closer to actually being able to convert things, so that's wonderful. Now again, the moral authority here, I need to keep that high, so it's definitely it should definitely become a goal for me to actually start getting those provinces. So it might be that I have main England here, and then I start build up a force to send over here. I'm a little bit unsure how I want to handle this, as I said, so we'll just have to wait and see how this actually goes. You are no longer of interest to me, unfortunately. But yeah, this was a very quiet, very boring, I guess, episode, but we did make a little bit of progress, and I'm actually going to go for a conquest of Durham. Just because I can. And we can also, for instance, like start the... No, I have to wait until next, well, half a year. And then we can start doing some more conquest. Thank you for watching. Please have a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and we'll continue this next time, where we'll slowly continue to create Brittany. And hopefully I can soon invade Spain or France. France here, we'll just have to see here. The rebels are... It's going to be kind of interesting to see how, if France here actually managed to keep itself going. King Theodoric of Italy is next heir. But yeah, I definitely want to try and split the empire here, potentially destroy it. But we'll just have to see if I'm capable of that later. Bye.